The Game Awards release probably one of the most surprising things I've seen in a long time. There's no way that Miyazaki, bro, there's no way that Miyazaki literally can just drop banger after banger after banger, bro. Right now at the Game Awards, they released a trailer 3 minutes long, Elden Ring Night Reign. Now, for some of you, you're probably sitting there like, Night Reign, what in the... Trust me, I know, we're all still trying to come down from the overall hype. So today, I want to actually react to the brand new trailer of this brand new standalone game, and I actually want to break down a couple of things that I noticed in the trailer, and I want to start a conversation with you guys. For any of my Soulsborne fan or even Elden Ring fans, I want you guys got to sound off in the comments below, because this is hype, and I got a couple of theories, a couple of things I want to talk about, and I actually want to explain a little bit about the gameplay, because as information has come out since the Game Awards, we've learned a little bit more about Elden Ring standalone. Other than that, let's hop right into the trailer. Let's get it going, because overall, this is amazing. I'm super stoked, super excited for this. So this would be my first time reacting to it on camera. I've seen a little hit clips in there, but I did want to just talk about it. So first off, this looks like Limgrave, right? I can see the towers, the three, I think it was like the 3 or 4 towers that's at like the more top left-hand corner of the map. But this is the first thing that I wanted to talk about, was this nightshade blue flames that is crossing through. Just for some of you that do not know, this game is mixing a lot of things with it, and it's going to have BR elements to it, roguelike elements to it, everything. So this right here is technically the circle closing in. So for a lot of you, this is going to be a standalone game, right? There's no DLC. This is not another Shadow of the Erdtree, nothing of that nature. This is straight a standalone game. Now, hopefully for something like this, it costs maybe 20, 30, 40 something dollars, right? But there's so much more we have to unpack, right? So that they're saying is this is a separate story and a parallel universe. And this is why I want to talk to all my Soulsborne fans, because of what we're about to see next. Keep that in mind as a parallel universe. First of all, the animation is crazy, bro. Oh, yes, we were chosen. It seems like we could use that as a glider that you see in most battle royales. Ooh, 3-player multiplayer experience. There was the centipede boss. Yeah, Jumpjutsu Kaisen on everybody in Limgrave. This is cool. That I haven't played Shadow of the Erdtree, but that looks badass. But a lot of these enemies we already seen. So let's pause it right here before we talk about the person that is on screen. So if you noticed throughout this entire little segment of people fighting, we are going to receive 8 different pre-made characters for us that we can utilize. Like I said, there's 3-player co-op. Solely right now, they're saying that there's no 2 players. It can only be 3 players. So it seems like the way of the pacing and how the game works is it has to be trios, essentially. You can also do this single player. So it's like you could do single player plus 3 player as well. So they're kind of just giving a feeling like if you don't want to just go into a boss rush, because essentially this is like a boss rush, but multiplayer, but there's a storm and there's also a day and night cycle. But the thing that I want to talk about is the person who comes up. So like all of these characters you're seeing, they're pre-made characters. So it just seems like classes. But oh my God. So for anybody who's been a long time Dark Souls fan, right? Please, somebody in the comment section, hey, I don't know if y'all have the same theory in my head, but bro, that's the Fire Keeper. Like, she doesn't look like a maiden like an Elden Ring. Like, this is a Fire Keeper. Like, that is insane. So, and I'm kind of geeking out because I really love Dark Souls lore, and the fact that they're technically finally, after so long of us trying to figure out like, are all of these worlds connected? Yes, at this moment we do know now that it's, you know, been 10-15 years now. Dark Souls 1 through 3, it is connected in some form, some way of a nature. And Elden Ring and even Bloodborne, but I would say Elden Ring right now, being it the new From Software game, it has a lot of similarities to some of the Souls games. So that was one of the big things, like, is Elden Ring or the world of Elden Ring just a far off distance from the areas that's back into Dark Souls, or does this take place in the past or in the future? We don't know. So we also do get all the Ash Wars. I do recognize that Ash War. Now, when I first saw this area, because of the whole of the worlds, I literally thought this was a variation of the Bed of Chaos that's in Dark Souls 1. I forgot the name of the area, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Wall running is crazy. The way the movement, like, they have made the movement so better. And then here's another thing, bro. That's the goddamn Nameless King, bro, from Dark Souls 3. The boss that put me on my ass too many times, and I get to run it back in Elden Ring. Oh my god. And at this point, I want to know what the story is. Like, I know it's a parallel universe, but I just want to know, like, the little tidbits. Like, are they going to connect it all together? Like, what's going to happen here, man? Dude. And then this right here, that little, like I said, I haven't played Shadow of the Erdtree, but this gives me heavy, and when I say heavy, Sekiro vibes. The parry system. Oh. Now, she looked like Lady Maria from Bloodborne. New bosses and everything.
Band together and prepare to claim. The life of the Night Lord.
And it seems like this character is going to be like the final thing. Ooh. So a couple of things that like I said, I wanted to talk about, right? So there is going to be some form of map exploration. Like I said, there is a circle that is enclosing in on you, become smaller. There is going to be a main boss fight at the nighttime as well. And it's going to happen in the middle of the circle. So when people took it as like, this is going to be some form of a like BR that you would see in most of the cases, even though it's not going to be something of that nature. It is the most PvE BR that we'll probably see. Like, there's no PvP. You're not attacking another person. There's so many things. And it really has this day and night cycle that plays into it. So there's 3 days that the game span across, and I think they're 15 minutes each day. And then you have to go through the entire night cycle as well. So it seems like we get our Ashes of War. They're going to act as like our special abilities. Think of games like Apex Legends, where every character has particular abilities. And most of the newer like BRs like that, you can still use your Ashes of War that is from base game, really making this like an Elden Ring BR, but not fully. Like, it's still having that roguelike experience. So like, we're gonna get bosses like the Draconic Tree Sentinel, there's the Centipede Demon, and there's so much more that this game has to offer for us, and I'm just super excited. Like, there's gonna be wall running, as we saw in the trailer. There also is no fall damage, so they're really taking in the fact of like how, like, with like, I think of BR like Apex, like there's no fall damage. And there's an auto leveling system as well. So I did get a little bit of information on that one. There's no there is auto leveling. So it's not, like I said, it's not gonna be super extensive like how it is when you actually play Dark Souls or Elden Ring or Bloodborne. It just seems like as time goes on, as you gain more equipment, as you fight more bosses, as you go through more dungeons, your character will level up for you with the given time. So There's so much to know about Elden Ring. The fact that it's not going to be like every other game where it's just full of battle passes. And you know what? We got to thank Miyazaki for that one. That was a absolute W thing that he could actually do. And it seems like every time you get to a main boss, there's so much more, and I want to see what are all the surprises that they have in store. Like, we got the Firekeeper, we got the Nameless King, which is, I'm pretty sure that boss fight's about to be incredibly difficult. And I just want to know how the gameplay is going to go. There is a network test that is happening for consoles in January, so I won't be able to check it out there. But whenever they do like a PC network test, I will try to get my hands on it as much as I can. But I need to know your guys' thoughts about it. Are you excited for Elden Ring's Night Reign? Some people are calling it Elden Ring 2, and it's just Miyazaki's doing a banger after banger, and I can't wait to see what that in store, just with this new movement and how more relaxed these characters are. They're not as stiff as they have always been throughout the past 15 plus years that the Soulsborne games have been around. So I can't wait to see how the gameplay, fighting the different monsters, different dungeons, dungeon crawling in Elden Ring. And it's like taking the fact of like the Chalice dungeons from Bloodborne and all of the different crypts and stuff that you'll find in Elden Ring, and they just took it and times it by 20. So I can't wait to see what that is. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of any like theories you guys have, any lore conspiracies that you might got in mind just by looking at this trailer. And we're reaching to the end of the year, so hopefully all throughout 2025, because this is supposed to release next year, that we get a little bit more information, a little bit more actual look at the gameplay, just so we can get a general idea. But other than that, I want you guys to stay safe out there, and it's been your host KSDTV here at Chaotic Inc. signing out. Peace.